Hello everyone, my name is Garrett.
And I am Maria.
And this is Let's Talk in English. Thanks for joining us again to learn some more great English words and phrases. Today we're back to continue our tips lesson.
That's right. Yesterday we had a great time learning different tips to help us change bad habits. And the title of our lesson, of course, is Changing Habits.
Yeah, let's remind you one more time. Tips are little pieces of advice that can help you to get better at something. Here, we're changing those bad things that we don't want to do one step at a time.
That's right. And one of the tips we shared yesterday was asking someone to remind you if they see you doing a bad habit.
Right, it can be hard to ask that. Maybe you don't want to share that you have a bad habit. Ask someone you trust, and I'm sure they'd like to help.
Yes, bad habits are not easy to break, but we will continue learning tips in today's lesson. And as we go through the lesson, look for the answer to our Find It question.
The question is, what should Milo celebrate?
What should Milo celebrate? I wonder what the answer to that question is. Friends, be sure to look for the answer with us.
I'm excited to meet Milo in this lesson too. That is a really fun name. Well, let's jump right into it now. We have some great new words to learn. Here's Jack to tell us all about them.
Betty 很惊喜，对 Milo 说：“你居然真的在清理客厅耶 ！Well, you're actually cleaning up your living room。”片语动词 clean up 就是清理。是什么事激励你这么做的呢 ？What inspired you to do that？ 动词 inspire 就是激励、鼓舞。Betty 说：“我希望你能够成功的养成新习惯。I hope you succeed in starting a new habit。”动词 succeed 就是成功。Betty 还问他有没有打算给自己一点奖赏啊 ？Did you plan a reward？ 名词 reward 就是奖赏。Milo 觉得这是个很好的主意。Betty 建议他下周再奖励自己。Milo 说：“我希望能维持清洁那么久。I just hope I can keep it that long。”形容词 long 就是长久的。
Hello, Milo. I just stopped by to say hi. Are you feeling all right?
Yes. Why?
Well, you're actually cleaning up your living room. What inspired you to do that?
I need to start some good habits. So I've set a goal. I will clean up the living room every day when I get home from driving.
Have you been doing this for a while now? When did you set this goal?
Just today.
Well, I hope you succeed in starting a new habit.
All right, today we start off with Betty and Milo. Maria, can you tell us more about who Milo is?
Sure. So Milo is Ken's roommate. We have already met Betty. She's their neighbor. So Betty and Milo are also neighbors, and Milo and Ken are roommates.
Okay, yes. Roommates are people who live together, but they aren't family. All right, Betty says, "Hello, Milo. I just stopped by to say hi." She stopped by. That means she's visiting his place, but probably not staying for a long time.
Yes, and then she asks Milo an interesting question. She says, "Are you feeling all right?"
He says he is, and he's curious why Betty is asking this question. Well, she says it's because he's actually cleaning up his living room.
I see why she asked that. It's because he doesn't usually do that. So she wondered if something happened or if he was not feeling quite like himself, that he was cleaning up his living room.
Right. When you clean something up, you make it nice and clean. Maybe pick up all of the trash or put things away. Let's go learn more about phrases like this with Jack.
Betty 很惊讶地对 Milo 说：“你居然在整理客厅 ？Well, you're actually cleaning up your living room。”副词 up 有彻底完全的意思，所以 clean up 就表示清扫干净。来看看常见的用法。We need to clean up after the party。我们需要在派对后清理，或是 eat up your vegetables， 把你的蔬菜吃光，或者是 Please fill up the water bottle， 请把水瓶装满。
Thanks, Jack. Well, like we said, Betty is surprised. She wants to know what inspired Milo to clean up his living room.
Inspired is a big word, but also a good word to learn. It means something that gives you an idea or makes you want to do something.
Yeah, let's try using that in a sentence. You could say, the speech from the famous singer inspired me to want to enjoy singing as well.
That is a great sentence. You can often be inspired by someone you look up to. Well, so what inspired him to want to clean up his living room?
He says he needs to start some good habits. So he's set a goal, something he wants to do. He will clean up the living room every day when he gets home from driving.
So Milo wants to set a goal, and the goal is to clean up the living room not every week, but every day when he gets home from driving.
Right, driving people around is his job. So when he's finished with that, he can come home and clean up. Betty wants to know how long he's been doing this for.
Well, not very long. Milo says just today. So he just set the goal today and he is cleaning up the living room today.
Betty hopes he succeeds or is able to do this, that he's able to start a new habit. When you succeed, you do what you want to do.
Yes, I hope you succeed, and I hope you enjoy today's calendar phrase.
I hope you succeed.
I hope you succeed.
我希望你成功。I've set a new goal.
Great! I hope you succeed.
I'm going to study every day.
Great! I hope you succeed.
I'm going to pass every test.
Oh, I hope you succeed.
I'm going to be the best student in class.
But I'm the best student in class.
Not if I succeed.
Uh-oh.
I hope you succeed.
I hope you succeed.
我希望你成功。
Thanks for that, guys. Now, that word succeed really is a great one. Sometimes when people hear that, they think of winning a championship or making a lot of money. Really, though, it just means that when you set a goal, you're able to do it. You meet the goal.
That's right. It is always a great feeling when you succeed and finish something. Well, friends, we still have more to share with you, but we'll be back in just a bit.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We're talking about setting goals and hoping to succeed in meeting them today. Maria, do you have any big goals this year?
Well, not very many. I like to get things done every day. That's my biggest goal.
Oh, that's a good point. You can even set goals just in one day. That way you get lots of successes. you can succeed a lot. All right, friends, let's get back to our lesson.
I'll succeed. I'm doing the things you're supposed to do to start a good habit.
Such as?
Working on one habit at a time and setting a goal.
Good. Did you plan a reward?
Reward?
Yes. You should give yourself a reward after you've done the new habit a number of times.
Good idea. I should celebrate small steps. I'll give myself a reward tomorrow.
How about after a week?
Okay. I just hope I can keep it that long.
All right, Milo just set this goal today. He wants to clean his living room every day. But will he succeed?
Milo thinks so. He says, I'll succeed. I'm doing the things you're supposed to do to start a good habit.
Ooh, the things you're supposed to do. Things we're supposed to do are things we should do. Maybe it's what you've heard on the internet or what other people have told you.
Yes, so what are those things? Betty wants to know. Milo mentions two things. One is working on one habit at a time. What's the second one, Garrett?
Well, the other one is setting a goal. These are some good ideas. If you work on too many bad habits at a time, you'll forget a bunch of them or get so frustrated or upset that you just stop.
That's right. So he's working on one habit at a time. Working on one things at a time is a good phrase to learn. So let's go to Jack now for more.
对于养成好习惯 ，Milo 定出的策略是一次专注在一个习惯上，然后定好一个目标。Working on one habit at a time and setting a goal， 偏于 one at a time 是表示频率的一次一个。来看个例句 ：Guess the answer one at a time。大家轮流猜答。或是 He worked 2 jobs at a time。他一次做2份工作。另外还有一个类似的片语 at one time， 它是指曾经或是一度。来看个例句 ：At one time, I wanted to be a teacher。我曾经想当老师。或是 At one time, she lived in New York。她曾经住在纽约。
Thank you, Jack. So Milo is doing the things he is supposed to so that he will succeed. But Betty has an important question.
She thinks that what he's doing is good, but she wants to know if he planned a reward. Now, a reward goes a lot with that word we talked about earlier, to succeed.
That's right. So a reward is when you finish something or you do something and you're really happy with it. You can give yourself a reward, kind of like a little gift.
Yeah, or we could say prize. When you win a competition, you'll often get a reward. It might be a medal you wear around your neck, or it could even be some money.
Yeah. So Betty says you should give yourself a reward after you've done that new habit a number of times. So maybe not just once or twice, but after a certain amount of times.
Ooh, I have a good idea for a reward for something like this. Maybe there's a restaurant you really want to eat at, but it's a little bit more expensive. If you keep up that good habit for maybe a month, then you go and eat there. That's your reward.
Yes, or maybe there is something that you really want. Then if you do the habit so many times, then you can buy that thing.
Good point. Friends, let's answer our Find It question. What should Milo celebrate?
He should celebrate small steps.
Celebrate small steps. Yes, even if you haven't finished your whole goal, if you've done little things like cleaning your living room for a couple of days, celebrate.
That's right. So he says, I'll give myself a reward tomorrow. That's not very long.
No, that's just cleaning your living room 2 times. Betty thinks he should wait a week.
That's right, but he says, I just hope I can keep it that long. And long just means for a longer period of time, more time.
Yeah, more time. Of course, that word long could also be used to talk about how long some object or some thing is. Here we're talking about time. That word long is a good word to know. Let's go review all of our keywords together now.
Here is your first keyword. Clean up. Clean up. I have to clean up the kitchen now.
Inspire. Inspire. What inspired you to write that letter?
Succeed. Succeed. They will succeed if they try.
Reward. Reward. I got ice cream as my reward.
Long. Long. I don't want to wait too long. Friends, those are today's keywords. Keep practicing them.
Now let's go watch our lesson one more time.
Hello, Milo. I just stopped by to say hi. Are you feeling all right?
Yes. Why?
Well, you're actually cleaning up your living room. What inspired you to do that?
I need to start some good habits, so I've set a goal. I will clean up the living room every day when I get home from driving.
Have you been doing this for a while now? When did you set this goal?
Just today.
Well, I hope you succeed in starting a new habit.
I'll succeed. I'm doing the things you're supposed to do to start a good habit.
Such as?
Working on one habit at a time and setting a goal.
Good. Did you plan a reward?
Reward?
Yes. You should give yourself a reward after you've done the new habit a number of times.
Good idea. I should celebrate small steps. I'll give myself a reward tomorrow.
How about after a week?
Okay. I just hope I can keep it that long.
Hey friends,
Time to chit chat and review.
we are inspired to start new habits today.
How are we supposed to do that?
Well, we can pick a good habit.
How about cleaning up our studio? You left a candy wrapper over there.
Well, you left your empty coffee cup over there.
Okay. If we want to succeed in making a new habit, we should take small steps.
And give ourselves a reward.
Okay, if you pick up that candy bar, I will buy you a candy bar.
Okay, and if you pick up your coffee cup, I will buy you a coffee.
Great.
Yay!
Wait,
I
don't know if that will work. We should get
two candies and coffees. Deal.
New habits, here we come.
See you next time, friends.
Hello, English language learners. My name is Dr. Idiom. I'm here to help you with your idioms. There are many idioms out there. Some are funny, some are strange, but they all are useful phrases to know. Let's see what today's idiom is.
Hello, Dr. Idiom. I'm Amanda.
Welcome to the program, Amanda.
I was wondering about the phrase, every cloud has a silver lining. My grandma often says this when bad things happen. What does it mean? Does my grandma really like clouds? Can you explain this idiom?
Another weather idiom. Every cloud has a silver lining. Has a good meaning. It's a positive phrase. It means even when something bad happens, something good can come from it. There's hope, or something good in every hard situation. A long time ago, people were afraid of dark storm clouds, but if they saw a little light behind the dark clouds, they had hope. They thought they might not get a bad storm. When the sun was behind a cloud, it would make a shiny edge. This is called a silver lining. It sounds like your grandma is a very positive person, Amanda. Even when something bad happens, she has hope that there is also something good about it. It's a good way to live your life. You can use this idiom in a sentence like this. I lost my job last month, but every cloud has a silver lining. I finally had time to start my own business. Have a great day. Bye, friend.
Friends, let's talk about some good habits that we want to build. Sometimes you don't just need to focus on those bad habits you want to break.
That's right. So some good habits are exercising. Exercising is good for your body.
And of course, eating healthy foods. Maybe reading more books, or even spending more time with friends.
Oh, that is a good habit. I am glad that today we learned about different ways to reward ourselves so that we will want to keep doing that good habit again and again.
That sure will help you keep at it, which is important when you're trying to change your habits. Friends, if you're working hard to change your habits, keep on going. We'll see you again tomorrow, right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.